She said that with authority. No. You said that like this. No. All right. With that being said, let's go. Let's talk. Let's chop it up. What's your questions?
Okay, so like I said, I have questions for like two different topics. The first is more like relationship and family, and the next is more like financial and business. So honestly, the first couple questions are more directed towards Olivia being a woman and potentially a future mother. So, and hopefully you don't like take these personal, I guess, but these are just my questions when I watch your lives. So one of the things Sean had said was when he has 7 queens and you guys have kids, that he's not going to be able to be there physically as much as, I guess, someone that's in a monogamous relationship, correct?
Second one, I ain't changing no damn diapers.
Okay. So do you agree with what he said when he said like depression can be treated with like going to the gym and stuff like that?
Yeah, I do.
Do you think that's circumstantial or that's just how it is?
It's not just the gym. It's not just the gym. It's about being purpose driven, and it's about just focusing on things that really other than yourself. Like honestly, not about other than yourself, but it's about bettering yourself. And I feel like how you do one thing is how you do everything. So once you do one thing, it's just gonna compound in your life, and mentally that's just gonna make you better. It's like a compound effect.
Okay. The reason I'm asking is like specifically if you're having children, if you potentially had a child that was disabled and you were home or your child was going through stuff like being in the NICU, and if you were having to take care of that child, I don't believe going to the gym would help with depression because you would be focused on your child, correct?
No, because knowing our mindset, we pride ourselves on our self-talk during times of adversity.
Yeah.
So if we had a special needs child, we would literally take care of it. Obviously also have help, but just use it as an example to show others struggling with that same pain, how to overcome it, how to deal with it, and how to make the best of the situation. That's just how we roll.
Okay, so if you found out during your pregnancy that your child did have a disability, would you terminate? No?
It depends on when you say disability, what do you mean?
I mean, autism, dwarfism, stuff like that.
Oh, no.
So you feel like you would be prepared to be in front of the public eye no matter what challenges you may face?
I think I face a lot of challenges. I'm gonna continue to face challenges.
Your child
I
is
don't
also
listen, I don't run, I don't hide, I don't do nothing. I would literally take on that challenge. I would embrace it, and I would use that pain. I would overcome it, and then I would teach others how I did it.
okay. I'm gonna leave that alone. But my next question is more like financial based. Are you considered self-employed since you don't have like an employer?
Nah, I don't know what I am. So maybe I'm employed. Maybe I'm on the book of sugar. I don't know if I'm here, there, or anywhere.
I mean, that has to be something you know when you file taxes. You have to.
Like I don't listen, man. I don't know if I'm on the booger sugar. I don't know if I'm here. I don't know if I'm there. As a matter of fact, I don't even run a business. She doesn't even run a business. It's all made up. We're just TikTokers.
Okay, well, the reason I was asking is you guys
I don't know.
why do you have to be disrespectful to me but no one
This
else?
is disrespectful. Uh,
Okay, so for instance, you guys said you don't have savings right now, but you combine your incomes with like your investments and stuff like that. So my question was, one, how would you pay your taxes? Would you like file them together? Or if you don't have a savings and you're self-employed, why would you not have money saved up to pay your taxes when you're getting a substantial amount of money?
Yeah, that's a good question. And for us, you can pay your taxes a lot of different ways. You can pay them quarterly. For me, I'd rather do it weekly, so that way I don't have to worry about a large tax bill at the end of the year. As far as us filing taxes together, it's our first year dating, so we haven't done that yet. We got an S corp, so I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get there this year. As far as filing together, we haven't filed together. As far as how she's filed her taxes last year, you went out there, just a specialist, right? And they just kind of take care of everything. You just kind of do
Did you file as self-employed last year?
what?
I asked her if she filed as self-employed last year since she filed her taxes.
No, I did it through my business.
Okay. And then since you guys have like combined investments, who decides what you invest in? Are you guys invested in stocks or more like businesses and products? Or what are you investing in? And also, like, are your assets in both your names or is it specifically one person's name?
I don't know. It could be here, it could be there. With all due respect to TikTok, I'm not going to say that. I've seen some pretty destructive things, and I don't really want to talk about our portfolio or that because these people are they just try to like destroy our lives. So I just, especially when you invest money with people, you know what I mean? Like I wish I could be more transparent with you on that, but I'm not going to do that just because, you know, when we have invested, it's been in deals with other people as well.
But when you say like you're a financial advisor and you
Never in my
educate
life
people,
that I was a financial advisor.
did you like compare yourself to a wealth advisor at one point?
Oh no, you watching too many clips. I'm a businessman.
So when you mentor people, are you not mentoring them on how to invest their money?
No, because I wouldn't say I'm an expert on investing money. I may show them the main thing I'll show them is to the extent that I've done investing, which is making how to get cash flow. I'm new to investing. So with that being said, I'm getting my first check from an investment on the 1st of August, and it's not even that much. It's gonna be a $7,500 check. It's getting paid $7,500 a month. I'm newer to investing. Some people may be like, damn, I wish I was getting a $7,500 paycheck every month. My main thing that I mentor people in is how to make money online, how to have a good mindset, and then how to basically make the first, like, help people get product market to make those, you know. I know it sounds large, but first.
I guess like the reason I was asking is I also pay my taxes quarterly and I have a trust fund. So I have wealth advisors that I work with the bank. So I was kind of wondering, like, do you guys work with an accountant and other people that help you decide what to invest in? And do you have like a lawyer that has a paid retainer?
Yeah, I have a couple lawyers. We got an asset lawyer. We got a lawyer on standby for anything, and then we also got one that protects us civilly. And then as far as sitting down with an accountant, no, I haven't accumulated much wealth. So money's not money to me until I'm making $1 million a month. Like I want to scale my business. I put everything into my business. I'm a big Grant Cardone fan. This is what he says: invest in yourself, invest in the business. Once the business is crushing it, then invest in real estate. So I've invested in myself. I've invested in my business. And since I'm in like the coaching space, I just go and get a lot of mentorship. Like I spent over $600,000 on mentorship in the last like couple years.
So it's more like personal investments, not so much as like stocks. It's more like stuff that you don't necessarily need advice on. You're just investing on yourself to make yourself a better person or a better businessman.
Right? For me, I want to make $1 million a month. When I buy real estate, I don't want to go buy one door. I want to go buy a fucking apartment building. I want to go buy 64 units. I want to go buy 300 units. I don't want to do no small stuff that's going to create a headache. You know, because like here's the thing. This is the thing. People try to invest money. They buy a little stupid ass duplex or fourplex, and then now you got 4 people calling you every day, and you gotta manage that. You gotta fix stuff. You gotta hire. I don't want to deal with that. It's a headache. I'm gonna do all that to make $3,000 a month profit. That's stupid. So for me, I'd rather just learn to make $1 million a month. When I'm making $1 million a month, I can go buy a $10 million apartment complex, afford to pay somebody 8% to manage it, so I can focus on my business.
I agree with that. That's why I was saying, like, for instance, you don't really have to deal with anybody except for yourself, potentially an advisor or stuff like that to learn it. Like, you don't have employees or someone else. Like, you just have the stock market paying you, and you can use the money it makes and save the principal. That's like the goal, or what my wealth advisors advise me on.
Yeah, here's my thing, and that's a strategy. I just don't know a lot of wealth advisors that are truly wealthy. I've never met a wealth advisor that's a billionaire. $1 million doesn't impress me. Like $1 million, if you are $1 million, if you can't make $1 million in today's age, I kind of look at that's like your fault. The information is out there. It's like so easy to make $1 million nowadays. So for me, we want to go for $1 billion, right? And I'm not saying everybody has to do that. I'm not saying we're better. That's just our goal, and we don't want to do it for us. We want to do it for you guys. We want to help the single moms. We want to help college students. We want to help families. We want to help women. We want to help people all over the planet. And to help people, you need money. So we want to get to billions so we can help more people. All right. So with that being said, it's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that you're wrong. Everybody has their way. I would personally, I'm not going to invest into the stock market until I'm making at least until I'm worth at least 100 million. Because I'm not going to invest in something that doesn't give me like cash flow. I personally think that where things are going right now, it's about to be influencers who move and transition into private equity is where billionaires are coming from. If you look at Alex Hormozy, he's going to become a billionaire by putting out so much information and getting companies to $3 million. And once people get there, they're going to be begging to work with him, and they give him 10 to 25% in the company. And he's going to have a whole portfolio of companies worth billions of dollars. So for me, I think businesses and things that cut you a check every month are things that I just prefer because cash flow is freedom. The stock market does like nothing for you. I think it's cool to get into stock markets because I don't know how much you got invested, but you can, when you have a certain amount of assets, you can take out loans against your assets, and it can also offset taxes. That's a cool strategy that people like to implement and people like to do. But as far as investing in the stock market to get rich, I don't think we're going to be touching the stock market until we're worth at least $100 million, which will probably take us about 2 or 3 years.
Right. The stocks are definitely a slow process. And like I said, I inherited a trust fund. So I'm not the person that initially even invested in stocks. But like I said, I have wealth advisors that are educating me on it in that sense. But as far as cash flow, once you do have high enough stocks and money, it does make a certain amount each year. So you don't have to spend the principal. I guess one of the last questions I have is, do you guys have any paperwork right now that if anything were to happen, you would separate who gets what investments and who gets what assets as far as businesses, or is everything co-owned?
As far as that, there's paperwork that we would definitely have to clean up on that, just to be fully transparent.
Have y'all done it?
No, because that thing hasn't even started cash flowing yet. Honestly, the way me and Olivia are thinking, and maybe it's just naive, but Shanice was the only counter intention we had. She was the only question mark. Me and Olivia always knew what was gonna happen. From the day, we kind of met. The day we decided, hey, we're gonna do this. We just kind of knew where this was going.
And then, okay, my last question is, if you did decide to marry one of your queens, would you have them sign a prenuptial agreement?
I would never marry one of my queens. Why would I put one?
Okay, I thought.
Why would I put one in a position versus the other? That doesn't make sense to me.
Okay, so then I know you said you don't have any documents right now as far as that because you're still in the beginning process and your investments are not necessarily making anything. But further down the line, when you have bigger investments and the income, at that point you're seeing the numbers that you want to see, are you going to protect your side of the assets, or no matter what, it's going to be divided in equally?
Wait. Can
No,
you
I'm not gonna do that. I would never put one. I appreciate you, baby, but I know what she said. I would never give an unfair advantage to one. No, that makes absolutely zero sense. And to be honest, no one individual is bigger than the dream, bigger than the mission, and not even myself. So with that being said, it's about SDR. It's about our mission and us wanting to impact people. No, I would not do that ever. Under any circumstances would I ever do that.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate you.